For the lights.
So that's the drum and corps. The drum and bugle.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the United States Military Academy. Today, the United States Corps of Cadets will conduct the 4th Class Acceptance Parade, at which time the class of 2017 will be formally accepted into the Corps of Cadets. While the cadets assemble for the parade, we would like to history the actions you will observe today on the plane. Military drill has played a fundamental role in the history of soldiering. Drill prepared troops for battle, and for the most part, the drill procedures used in the days of old copied actual battlefield maneuvers. It was this realistic aspect of drill that made it such an important part of training. Even today, as new weapons call for new tactics, drill remains a necessary and useful training activity. Over 200 years ago, the problem of training an army already at war confronted the founders of our nation. Suffering from lack of organization, discipline, and teamwork, George Washington's Continental Army continually lost to superior British forces. Washington recognized the poor state of morale and hired a distinguished Prussian officer who specialized in the instruction of drill and discipline. Baron von Steuben arrived at Valley Forge in the winter of 1778 to face an army of several thousand half-starved ragged men. He immediately set to work writing drill regulations for a company of 120 soldiers chosen from various units in the Continental Army. Discipline soon became the cornerstone of military life for the soldiers of the model company, as they learned to obey commands without hesitation. By mastering the art of drill through teamwork, the men developed a collective sense of pride in themselves and their unit. Observers watching the model company were astounded to see how quickly and orderly the troops formed and maneuvered into different battle formations. Later, General Washington distributed the members of the model company throughout the army to teach what they had been taught. Through this simple emphasis on drill, the effectiveness and efficiency of the Continental Army greatly improved. In 1779, to ensure continuity and uniformity, Von Steuben wrote the American Army's first field manual, the Regulations for the Order and Discipline of Troops of the United States, commonly referred to as the Blue Book. You will see the cadets saluting throughout the parade on the command of Present Arms. Since the earliest of times, men of arms have used some form of salute as a means of greeting one another. In the age of chivalry, horse-mounted knights wore steel armor which completely covered the face and body. When two friendly knights met, they would each lift their visors with their right hand to expose their faces to each other, and use the left hand to hold the horse's reins. Not only did this allow the knights to recognize each other, but it was also a deliberate movement of their sword hand away from their swords. Over time, this action became a significant gesture of friendship, camaraderie, and respect. The act of raising the right hand to the visor continued even after steel body armor became obsolete with the invention of modern firearms. Today, the most commonly observed form of this exchange is the hand salute. It is given as a recognition of a friendly greeting to a comrade in the honorable profession of arms. The United States Military Academy is pleased to count among its guests for this morning's parade West Point class and society leaders who are attending the class of 1967 West Point Alumni Leaders Conference. For today's parade, spectators are reminded to stand and render appropriate courtesies for honors, our national anthem, and when the colors pass your position. It is appropriate for civilians at these times to stand with the right hand placed over the heart. Veterans and currently serving members of the U.S. Armed Forces who are not in uniform may render the hand salute. Spectators are also reminded not to smoke or drink and to please refrain from loud talking during the parade. As a courtesy to others seated around you, kindly take all your pictures from your seat throughout the ceremony.
Yes, of course. Come on up. Okay.
Today's parade represents the acceptance of the class of 2017 into the Corps of Cadets. This parade also signifies the promotion of the class of 2017 from new cadets to cadet privates. The class of 2016 was promoted to the rank of cadet corporal in a ceremony at Camp Buckner on July 25th. The classes of 2015 and 2014 were promoted to the ranks of cadet sergeant and cadet officer respectively in ceremonies conducted in May at the end of graduation week. Shortly, you will observe the formation of two sets of cadet units facing each other on the plain. The class of 2017, commanded by the Brigade Command Sergeant Major, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Alexander Kanachi, will form to your immediate front, facing the upper class companies they will soon join.